Okay, on 5.8, do you guys see what page we're on? We're on page 28. You with me, Cooper? Thanks, buddy. Okay. All right. Do we agree that if my f primes of a function are positive, then the slopes are positive and my function's increasing? This is just kind of putting it all together. If my f primes are negative, the slopes are negative, and therefore my function's decreasing. Okay. The second derivative gives the rate of change of the slopes. So if my second derivative is positive, my slopes are increasing. So let me just give us a good old f graph. If this is my good old f graph, this is just f. You agree that my f is concave up over here. And what are my slopes doing? Yeah, my f primes were negative, they're zero, they're positive, they're increasing. If my slopes are increasing, if my f primes are increasing, that makes my function concave up. And then if my f primes are decreasing, they're positive, zero, then negative, then my function will be concave down. Anytime that my second derivative is negative, my function is concave down. So again, putting it all together, the graph of f prime is shown to the right. Here's f prime, and it might be worth, I don't know how visible that prime is on your graph, but just letting yourself know. There's f prime, and it says, which could be the graph of f? My f prime value right here is what? 0, and then my f prime values are what? Positive. My f prime value is 0, so my slope has to be 0, then positive, then what?
Negative.
0 again, then negative, 0 again, then positive. So my function needs to be increasing, decreasing, then increasing. Anyone have any guess?
It has to be C.
I agree. Do you think that my slope here looks like it's 0? And then my slope was positive, and then my slope was 0, then my slope was negative, 0, and then positive again. That's good. We're putting it all together. This is like stuff that we did before break, but a good little refresher. Okay? Again, let's put these symbols into words. If my f prime is positive or directions, wouldn't you agree my function is going like this? My function's increasing. Or I could say f is increasing, if that helps. If my second derivative is less than 0, that means that my function's concave down, or my f prime is decreasing. Either way we want to think about it. To see if my f prime is greater than 0, what do we want to do? Can we just go find slopes? Let's go find some slopes. What would change in y over change in x be here? Will that be positive? That'd be positive, right? What about this one? Are these all positive over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my y values are getting bigger. My function is increasing. That's what this f, if my f prime is positive, that means my function is increasing. So we could really just look at these y values. Are these y values getting bigger? Which one is not? B, we got a problem right there. Wasn't getting bigger there. And anywhere else? No. B is out. Okay. Then for my function to be concave down, yeah, the space between them. He's saying that f prime, those slopes, has to be going down. So for something to be decreasing, for my f double prime to be less than 0, my function's got to be concave down. That means my slopes are decreasing. So which one has those y values? These y values are going up by 2, 3, 7, 3. Interesting. This one's going up by 2, 5, 8, 10. Those f prime values would be getting bigger. What about this one? 10, 7, 4, 1. Agreed. So it says connecting a function's first derivative and its second derivative. Okay, here's a good old function. Then this is that function's first derivative, meaning what are these f prime values here? Negative. Would you agree that those are all being demonstrated right there? Because then what is my f prime right here? Right here, my f prime value would be 0. And that's signified right there. What are my f prime values here? Positive. Would you agree that they're all represented there, and you're like, that's so weird. These are my slope values here. Yeah, because they were at close, they were at 0, and then they were positive, and then they went back to 0 right here. Boom. And then what happened to those f prime values? They went back to negative, and now they're beneath that x-axis. Bless you. This is kind of funky. This f double prime graph is this concavity. So what would you say? I'm going to go ahead and erase these. No, I'm going to just put it in blue actual pen. What would you say my function is doing here in blue? Concave what? Up. Concave up means my second derivative is positive. This is where my second derivative is positive. And then my concavity switched to, I'm going to go in red. My concavity switched to concave down. That means my second derivative is less than 0. So if here's my function, here's its first derivative, here's its second derivative, all graphed. It's kind of funky, I think. Let's put this into words. I'm sorry, these words into symbols. So if my function, if f is good old increasing, here's what f is increasing. What's my f prime doing? If my function is increasing, my f prime?
F prime's positive.
Perfect. F prime is positive, or you could say f prime is positive, whichever you prefer. F prime is greater than 0, or f prime is positive. Let's put it together. If f is decreasing, yeah, then my first derivative is negative. If my function has a max, I've got a max right here. This is like the wording that we need to use on an AP test. That's why I wanted to just kind of summarize it here. If my if my function has a max, what? Exactly. F prime goes from positive to negative. And when we have a min, the wording, F prime goes from negative to positive. That's what they want to see. Okay, what makes something then concave up? What's my f prime doing? If something's concave up, my f prime is increasing. Agreed. My f prime is increasing. What's my f double prime? Positive. We can think about that. If my function is concave down, that means my f prime is decreasing. And f double prime is negative. All right, last thing. If my function has a point of inflection, my point of inflection, just to remind you, it's been a long time since we've talked about this stuff, is right here. If my my point of inflection, I'm going to put it in green up here, is right here. My point of inflection. Say that again. Let's think about it. My point of inflection is here. Isn't my f prime positive before and positive after?
Well, f double prime changes sign.
I love that. Okay, my f double prime changes signs. F double prime changes signs. What do you think? Yes. How'd you know that? Yeah. My f prime has a max or a min. So let's think about this. What's my f prime doing? It was increasing, right? Because it was 0, then it's positive, then it starts decreasing. So if my f prime goes from increasing to decreasing, if my f prime goes from positive to negative, so it's if my f prime has a max or a min, because my I want to say f prime changes signs, and that's not true. My f prime goes from increasing to decreasing. That creates it a max or a min. Good. So my f prime has a max or a min. Okay. So it says graph of f prime is shown. So just help yourself see that that's f prime. Where is my function increasing? Where is my function f increasing? A function is increasing when f prime is positive. So my f prime is positive or greater than 0. Where? -3 to 2. Love it. -3 to 2 and 5 to infinity. Good, we're putting it all together. We've got another f prime, people. Another f prime. Where do we have a point of inflection? A point.
There's a maximum there.
Yeah, it's when f double prime changes signs, or, to your point, when f prime has a max or a min. Where's that happening? At x equals 1 and 3. Love it. All right, the graph of f, this is just a function, just good old f, is shown above, which could be the graph of f prime. What would you say f prime is pretty close to up here? Pretty close to 0, and then it's negative. Which one of these f prime graphs start around 0 and then go negative? D and E. I feel like D and E are both options. This one is this one doesn't really start at 0. That's why I'm not really liking C. A starts at 0, but then it goes positive. B starts at 0, and then it goes positive. So then if D and E are still in it, if D and E are still in, my slope was close to 0, then it was negative, 0, positive, and close to 0 again. Which one are we thinking? D, because you're saying we started close to 0. We went negative, back to 0, positive, and then close to 0 again. It's good. Okay. When we got to talk about absolute maxes and mins, let me remind you, if something is on a closed interval, boom, boom, like this. Yes, okay. What would you say I have here in terms of mins and maxes? This is a relative min, relative max, absolute min, absolute max. We got to look at my endpoints when we're talking absolute stuff. So it says we got a graph of f prime. Where does that absolute min happen? Let's think about minimums. If this is just a function, we got to check our endpoints. And then a relative min is where my f prime goes from negative to positive. These f prime values are what? These f prime values here are 0 and then positive. So my function's got to be positive. My f prime value now is 0. And then my f prime values are negative, 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 negative. And then they're approaching 0 again. Where do we think that absolute min is happening? At 2. At 2, because we had these negative slopes, 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 and then it's at 0. So that's going to be where the absolute min is happening. One more. Oh, a little blast from the past. Where's this cute little function? Woo! Continuous, but not differentiable. A, agree we got a cusp or a corner, but it is continuous. Is B continuous? No, we got a hole. C continuous. Yes, is C also differentiable? Yeah, the derivative is just 0. Is D continuous?
No.
No, jump discontinuity. Is E continuous? Yep, and differentiable? Yep, it would have been a positive slope. So I agree with A. First one is B. Oh yeah, let's talk about Y. What are my f primes here?
Your f primes are increasing, so it has to start positive.
Not necessarily increasing. I think they're actually decreasing, aren't they? Because they're positive and then they go to 0. So we just want to say my f primes are positive, right?
Yeah, I meant f.
I know. We were saying increasing and positive are hard to differentiate sometimes. So if my f primes are positive, you agree here, here, and here, these all have positive f primes. Okay, so I'm getting rid of D and E. And then my f primes are negative this whole way. Negative that whole time. Negative from some negative x values to some positive x values, which I'm digging that. I had a slope of 0 somewhere on this negative x-axis. I had a slope of 0 somewhere on this negative x-axis. So that's why I have to rule out A, because my 0, my max, had to be somewhere over here. Yeah? And then my min, when my f primes go from negative to positive, my f primes go from negative to positive somewhere on the positive x-axis, which I'm digging right there. You cool with that, Koopy?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, how about 23? It says graph of f is above. Which ones of these are its f prime? What's my f prime in this graph to start, would you say?
It starts at 0.
0 and then
Increase.
positive, right? And then, because, right, Coop, I agree,
Yeah.
it's increasing, but then it starts to decrease. My f prime decreases there. So 0, positive 0. Do we agree 0, positive 0? We're down with that? Doesn't start at 0. 0, positive, it doesn't go to positive. Doesn't start at 0. Doesn't start at 0. Oh, snap. Is it A right off the bat? Because my f primes were positive there, and then my f primes were negative there. Cool. Similar E graph. But now I gave you f double prime. When is a function concave down? When f double prime is negative. Good. Where is f double prime negative on this graph of f double prime? What? And 1 to 2. And 1 to 2. Anywhere it's below that x-axis. Well done. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Coop, this is your word. Where is f prime increasing? If my f prime is increasing, do you think the graph of f is shown? Where is f prime increasing?
F prime's increase. You sing from -2 to 4, and from just after 4 to infinity, I believe.
Wait, 4 is here.
Oh, wait.
So we've got a graph of f given. F prime, the slopes are increasing here. What would you say my slopes are here? Positive or negative? Positive, and then what? 0. So would that be increasing or decreasing?
They'd be decreasing.
Yeah.
There, so
And then, keep going, Coop.
So it'd have to be 2 to infinity.
Yes, from 2 to infinity, my slopes start at 0, and then they start getting bigger. So we're going to say from 2 to infinity.